On a couch. On a couch in a closet. Dang it. On a couch. On a couch. On a couch. But one kid.
Hello and welcome back to Two Kids on a Couch. My name is Professor Plum, and today we are talking about one of the nominees for Best Revival of a Play, and that is Ntozake Shange's choreo poem for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. This play opened back in 1976 at the Booth Theater, where it's been revived again this year, and even then it was genre-defying. Miss Sange was the second black woman playwright to be produced on Broadway ever, which is really something. And she coined the term choreo poem to describe whatever this was. It's a series of now 20 poems that are performed by 7 women who are not named characters. They're referred to as the lady in red, the lady in orange, the lady in yellow, and all the way down the rainbow. It is just the collection of stories talking about their experience as black women. The show is not necessarily about racism or sexism per se. It's just about these stories and the things that they experience that are specific and that are universal. For Colored Girls earned 7 nominations at this year's Tonys, including Best Revival of a Play, Best Performance by an Actress in a Featured Role in a Play for Kenita R. Miller, Best Costume Design of a Play for Serafina Bush, Best Lighting Design of a Play by Ji-Young Chang, Best Sound Design of a Play for Justin Ellington, Best Direction of a Play for Camille A. Brown, and Best Choreography, also for Camille A. Brown. This is a very good production of a very good play, but I don't know how much it'll win, to be honest. I haven't heard about this one talked about as much as some of the other shows, so I don't think it's a strong contender for Best Revival. Miller's has a shot, I think. I've heard her name thrown about in most discussions where they talk about who they think might win or back before who they thought might be nominated. I guess she performed early in the run while 9 months pregnant, and that's wild, especially considering some of her subject matter. As is the case in these ensemble shows, it's hard for one person to stand out. It's cool that she did. She has a real shot at this, I think. It'll depend a little bit on if we go comedy or drama. You know, some of the women in POTUS are just very funny, whereas Kenita's performance is a little bit more dramatic. Those could swing either way. I think she's a strong contender, and maybe this show's best shot at a win, but I don't know that she'll win being the only one, if that makes sense. Awesome to be nominated for choreography in a play. That's super neat, as always. And the choreography in this is really stunning storytelling. I don't think there's much of a chance against like the dance shows this year, which are Paradise Square and MJ. But cool to be nominated. Similarly, direction. So this kind of begs the question: what does the director do, right? What are we nominating them for? I think Camille Brown did an amazing job at assembling a group of actors and pulling great performances out of them and unifying them as a cast, as a unit. All that, some of the best we've seen. I think that cast is strong and gives strong performances. As for like having a unique vision and pushing it into a unique direction, I don't know that happened. What we saw here was a kind of textbook production of For Colored Girls, which is great. Like, it was done this way originally for a reason, but I don't know that it was anything too inventive or weird or particularly directory. So I don't know that she'll win this one. But again, this is not really my wheelhouse, so who's to say? The design is nice, but I don't see it winning any awards necessarily. The costumes are cool. They're not the obvious choice, I don't think. They're not as vibrant as I would expect. They're not necessarily as, either specific or uniform as I'd expect. But I don't know that it necessarily says a whole lot. There's only 7 costumes in the show, so there's not a lot of scale there. Lighting, also cool. There's a lot of projection in this work, so lighting and projection kind of work together there. But there's not a lot to light. Sound design, I don't know. There's a lot of more music in this show than most plays. Maybe it's got a shot. I expect the design categories will kind of get clumped together and go to one of the showier shows. And I guess that'll just about do it. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts below, and keep an eye out for all of our other videos talking about all the other shows this year.